Thanksgiving almost here. Many people have plans to spend it with family, enjoying a big turkey dinner. But not everyone has that luxury. And as Clayton Brown reminds us, most food banks are seeking assistance to help less fortunate families enjoy this long weekend.
Shelley Poitras is the St. Paul Food Bank director. Right now, she has shelves that are empty, and she wants to remind people the food bank is looking for donations for this weekend.
Our shelves are traditionally very bare. We try to keep them full as best we can, and 50% of our clients, give or take a couple percent, are children.
If you do want to help and donate, there are some specific items they are looking for this weekend.
We can't take meat per se, but if they wanted to bring in canned ham or stovetop stuffing, things that we can give out to enhance the person's Thanksgiving if they can't afford the traditional one that you and I are used to.
But the food bank is looking for more help than just food contributions.
We also need volunteers. This is all a volunteer-run organization. We need people to come in and work the intake. We need people to come in and help stock shelves. So we're always looking for volunteers.
Although there's a big need for the food bank around holidays, people can't forget there's a need for donations throughout the whole year.
We need help all year round at the food bank. There's not a time set when someone falls on hard times. It can be any time.
In St. Paul, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
With the colder weather approaching, many will be getting their yearly flu shot soon. Shauna Roshuk spoke with a local physician on what the public needs to do to prepare for another winter season and how you can protect yourself and your family.
There has not been a lot of hype as to which flu strains will be prevalent for the upcoming winter months. Local physician Dr. Raf Saeed suggests the outlook for people contracting the flu may not be as severe as previous years, but says this can change.
You never know. All of a sudden you hear of these things popping up elsewhere and in other parts of the world, and then they are transmitted over by air travelers, etc. And so I think one should always be vigilant.
Dr. Saeed says H1N1 is the most common for this region, with many variations of this strain.
Usually they start in Ontario and then come our way as to what kind of strain is going to be prevalent and affect our area.
Seniors and people with existing illnesses are at a higher risk to getting sick and must take extra care during the colder months.
They must be extra cautious and probably get their flu shots as soon as they are available.
Staying active and plenty of sleep during the winter season will help towards preventing you and your family from getting sick.
Whenever possible, fresh vegetables contain all the vitamins, but it doesn't hurt to have to take a multivitamin a day, and especially vitamin D in the winter months because we don't have any sun in northern climates.
Flu shots will be available to the public here at the Hemstock on October the 11th, the Legacy Center on October the 12th, and available through your doctor's office sometime in mid-November. Shauna Roshuk, Newcap News.
The SPCA are planning their Fright Night for Halloween this year. Jennifer and Allison will tell us more about that, plus introduce us to a cat who's been at the shelter for an entire year and something different, a bunny, on this week's Pet Project.
Hi and welcome to this week's Pet Project. I'm at the Lloydminster and District SPCA with Jennifer, and this is Champ.
Yes, Champ is a 1-year-old domestic shorthair, and actually today is the anniversary. It's kind of a sad anniversary because he's been at the shelter with us for 1 year as of today, which is way too long for a cat, and he is a wonderful cat, so we really hope he does get adopted out. He is already neutered, he's microchipped, he's up to date on his vaccinations, just needs a rabies vaccination. He is very playful, but he's pretty much grown up at the shelter here. So this is all he really knows. He does need, a little more socialization. He is on a gastro food, so his new owners will just need to buy a gastro food for him. But other than that, it's his time. He needs to get out of the shelter, he needs to get out of the little kennel he's been in for the past year and get into a home.
And this is Chives.
Yes, I brought Sandra in to hold Chives here, just to show off that we do get some bunnies here at the shelter. We currently have 3 right now. Chives is a 2-year-old mini Rex, and the way that we know that he's a mini Rex is that his fur feels like velvet. It's amazing to feel. He is very good at being handled, and he really loves sitting on top of his kennel. He likes being perched up high. It's important for people to know that when they're looking at getting a bunny, to bunny-proof your home, make sure to keep cords, things that could be chewed, away from the bunny or up high.
So Jennifer, you guys are doing something for Halloween this year.
We are. It's actually going to be on the Friday before Halloween, so Friday, October 28th. We're having their SPCA Fright Night. The SPCA is going to be open from noon all the way until midnight, with Halloween activities running from 3 until 10. It's going to be an awesome Halloween day. We're actually going to set up inside here a haunted house, which given the surroundings is going to be very scary. We're going to have crafts, we're going to have treats for the kids. We're just really looking to put on a community event. We're hoping that families can come out. It's all just by donation that day. It's just a fun Halloween event.
Perfect. And if you have any questions about their Halloween event, you can call them at 875-2809. And thanks for joining us on this week's Pet Project.
The Pet Project is sponsored by Quick Pick Waste Disposal. Locally owned and operated and serving urban, rural, and industrial customers in Lloydminster and region.